He failed. Not once, not twice, but 10 times. 10 painful, humiliating, soul-breaking failures. Every time he thought he was close, life pulled him back down again. Friends told him to give up. Family told him to be realistic. Even his own mind whispered, maybe this dream isn't for you. But what if I told you that the same man who failed 10 times is now one of the most successful, respected, and unstoppable people in the world? This is the story of how failure made him, how every rejection, every closed door, and every sleepless night became the fuel for something extraordinary. Because the truth is simple. Failure doesn't break you. It builds you. He started like most of us, full of dreams, hope, and ambition. He wasn't born talented or lucky. He was born ordinary, but with an extraordinary hunger to create something meaningful, something that would outlast him. Dreams are easy. The hard part is surviving what comes next. His first idea failed miserably. No one believed in it. Investors walked away. His savings disappeared. He told himself, it's okay, it's just one failure. But then came the second, then the third, then the fourth. Every time, he rebuilt from scratch, only to lose it all again. And with every failure, the world grew quieter around him. People stopped answering his calls. Friends began to avoid him because his dreams made them uncomfortable. He started to doubt himself, and that's the most dangerous failure of all. There came a night when he sat alone, staring at a blank wall, questioning everything. 10 years of effort, 10 failures, and nothing to show for it. He looked at his hands, the same hands that had built and rebuilt so many times, and whispered, maybe I'm not meant for this. Maybe I'm just chasing a fantasy. He thought about quitting. He thought about getting a normal job, living a quiet life, letting go of the dream that had once burned so bright. But somewhere deep inside, a quiet voice said, one more try. Just one more. Because what if the next failure was actually the last step before success? What if all this pain wasn't punishment, but preparation? He took a breath, wiped his tears, and decided he wasn't done yet. This time, he did things differently. He studied every mistake he had ever made. He turned failure into data, pain into perspective, and disappointment into discipline. He realized something powerful. Most people fail once or twice and stop. But the ones who keep going, who keep learning, who keep adapting, they're the ones who rise. He stopped chasing approval and started chasing improvement. He worked in silence. He woke up before sunrise and went to bed long after midnight. And slowly, things began to shift. The world that had ignored him started to notice. The ideas that once failed began to succeed. The doors that once slammed shut began to open. Not because luck changed, but because he did. The man who once failed 10 times had finally become unstoppable. Here's what most people never understand about failure. It's not a wall, it's a test. Failure is life's way of asking, how bad do you really want it? Because if you give up after one no, you didn't want it that much. If you stop after your first heartbreak, your first rejection, your first loss, you were chasing comfort, not greatness. Every failure carries a gift, but most people are too busy crying to open it. The gift is knowledge. The gift is humility. The gift is strength. Each failure is like a rep in the gym. Painful, yes, but it's building invisible muscle. And when the world finally sees you succeed, they'll call you lucky. They won't see the 10 years of pain, the 10 attempts, the 10,000 tears. But you'll know that failure didn't stop you. It trained you. Today, that same man stands as a symbol of resilience. He built an empire from the ashes of defeat. He inspires millions who once felt like quitting. And here's the twist. He doesn't hide his failures. He shares them because he knows that real strength doesn't come from perfection. It comes from persistence. He says, if I could go back and erase my failures, I wouldn't, because those failures made me who I am. They taught me everything success never could. Think about that for a moment. Would you be willing to fail 10 times for the life you dream of? Would you endure the heartbreak, the doubt, the loneliness, if you knew it would lead to your purpose? That's the question that separates dreamers from doers. So, if you're watching this right now and you failed, good. It means you're trying. It means you're alive. It means you're on your way. Don't you dare give up now, because your story isn't over. It's just in the messy middle. The greatest stories are written in pain before they're told in glory. Every failure you face is a seed, planted deep, waiting to bloom. And when it does, you'll understand that none of it was wasted. The man who failed 10 times didn't find success despite failure. He found success because of it. So keep failing forward. Keep learning. Keep growing. Because the next attempt could change everything. If this story moved you, give this video a like. It helps more people find this message. Comment below and tell me, what failure taught you the most? And don't forget to subscribe for more true stories that remind you, you were never meant to quit, you were meant to rise.